amount of times I've had people come up to me, you got no friends? You want some? No photo? Why do you want a photo? I've got no friends. How you doing, mate?
I'm Danny.
How you doing, Danny?
Nice to meet you. Right, first question. How did you gain your viral fame?
I was at a football match, Wealdstone against a team in Brighton. I don't want to mention their names, I don't like them that much. 2 people followed me for about 20 minutes, half hour. As you can see, I speak a bit funny, I don't look normal, so started taking the mickey out of my accent and the way I was. I must admit I was a bit intoxicated, but everybody's got a breaking point, so...
You've been pushed to it?
Yeah. The rest is basically history. So I defended myself and then it went viral.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. It's a good video.
So, what about you?
I was on a BBC documentary.
Okay.
When I was 16. In the documentary, I was a bodybuilder and it followed me around. My diet was 6 meals of fish and rice cakes.
All right.
6 meals of fish and every other meal was a rice cake.
Yeah.
But instead of me just saying that, they've cut that little
yeah.
thing on the documentary and it makes me look like pretty stupid. So when the documentary came out, social media wasn't a big thing, so I sort of got away with it. And then Scott Mills kept playing it, like about 3 years later.
Yeah.
So people were messaging me and stuff like that. And I'm not as stupid as the video makes out. I'm still pretty stupid, but I'm not as stupid as that video makes out.
When it first came out, the Sunday after, my friend phoned me up. He said, do you know you're on YouTube? And first of all, I thought, I might get away with 1,000 views. And it kept going up, up, up. And then it stopped at about 10,000. And I thought, yeah, I got away with this. That is it. And then suddenly, everything on Facebook, memes, videos, it's all about me. Next thing I looked on YouTube, it had about 5 million views. It was scary. I didn't even go around my local paper shop. 1 minute you're walking down the street, you're a normal everyday person. Next thing, you're catapulted all over the place.
Do you understand why it went viral?
Yes and no. Because I'm small and the way I speak, I think because they realised I was being bullied by these 2 people and someone was videoing it to bully me even more, I think the British public don't like all that situation, so yeah. I think they embraced it, me sticking up for myself. I think I've given people, the underdog can actually prevail. What about you? I
understand why, because it is actually hilarious. Like, I do look totally stupid. It's quite funny, but yeah, it does get to you sometimes.
Yeah, you know that one, mate. How do the public react when they see you on the street?
Well, I'm lucky enough that I don't look anything like I did when I was 16, which I don't think anyone really does, do they? So it's kind of when people find out it's me, which normally is on like Facebook or something, they type Danny Andrews, they'll be like, oh, are you the fish and rice cake guy? And I'm like, oh no, because then they've got a preconceived idea of what you are before they've even met you, so they think that I'm just a stupid 16-year-old when I'm like a 30-year-old man. Like, I'll get people that come into my barber shop that know fine well that I'm the fish and rice cake guy, and I can feel them setting it up to say, and they're going, so do you train? Because I don't go to the gym. I'm like, no. And then they're like, so you don't go to the gym anymore? And then it's the first time they've been in for a haircut, and I just know that they're dying to just say fish and a rice cake. And then when they sometimes give you like about it's like it's the first time, like it's like, oh, it's been like how many years? It's been 14 years, and they're going to me, fish and a rice, fish and a rice, and I'm like, oh, I've had 14 years of this. Like, they're acting like it's the first time that someone's ever said it to me. So it's like when I'm just like rolling my eyes, it's hard, isn't it, to be, do you know what, some days when when you're tired and you can't be, I bet it's annoying when people start going, you got no fans, do you know, stuff like that. Is there ever times when you get annoyed at it? At the end of the day, people don't know your mood. So you've just got to be a normal everyday person. Try and make them people happy. Yeah.
And
so do you never get it in a negative way? Like, do people not like? People not say? Is it always positive when they say it to you?
No, you still get the negative.
And how do you react to that? Do you just ignore them?
Smile.
Smile.
They want a reaction off you. Right, so then they'll turn around, put it on social media. I met the Wealdstone Raider. He was all right, beep, full of himself. You smile at him. Yes sir, no sir. That's why the trolls, when they troll me, I give them a little happy face. That winds them up even more. They want you to react. So then they got a story out of nothing.
Yeah.
So just smile.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you because of your fame?
Being knocked out, I think. When I got knocked out, this was about 6-7 months after the video first came out, and then after the song came out.
You had a song?
Yeah, I had a song. It made number 5 in the charts at Christmas. Everything went for charity. Every penny went for charity. It's a bad song, but we don't want to know down there. 99% of the people are brilliant. They come up, ask for photographs. The 0.1% you've got to be aware of, because as I said, I've been assaulted. I was running for the bus, just sparkled, knocked out. It's not nice to wake up in an ambulance and find out you've got a bleed on the brain. I was very surprised at that time. I didn't even think I had a brain. They managed to find something there anyway, and that is the downside of it.
Yeah, I've not had any physical violence, but like...
It wouldn't with a big boy like you.
But when I go out on nights out and stuff, if someone catches wind of it, Jesus Christ, like, they'll be like, hey, fish and a rice cake, fish boy, talking to a girl online, and then them finding out that I'm fishing a rice cake and them just never speaking to me again. So
what did you find out? You don't have plenty of fish?
I'm not on Plenty of Fish, no, I've not tried that one.
Plenty of fish and wife cake.
Oh, no, he's shredding me.
Sorry about that.
I love it. Oh, God. It's just because of that horrible video.
I tell you what, the amount of times I've had people come up to me, you got no fans? You want some? No photo? Why do you want a photo? I've got no fans.
If you could choose not to have it out there or choose to have it, would you have it out there?
I haven't really got... Oh, it's hard to explain. I actually never wanted to be famous. But it happened. And you can't turn the top back.
No, but I wouldn't have it.
What you've got to do is embrace it. When it all first came out, the president of Wealdstone Football Club dragged me into the office. So we thought, right, we're going to do this, we're going to embrace it, and we're going to earn as much money as we possibly can for charity. Right? I'm actually a patron for a charity called Life for a Kid Foundation. And this charity is absolutely amazing. I had made over £500,000 for charity. And I don't think I'd have been a patron of this charity
if it wasn't
for this.
So you've had all this, like, you've spun it all positive, where I shy away, like, I get offered things, doing like TV things and inbox all the time, but I'm nervous that something else, they might get something else on me, and like I'll be portrayed in a different kind of light to what I'm like, so I'm always nervous about that.
Yeah, but that's part and parcel.
Yeah, I know, only because I felt like, not that I was stitched up, but like, because I couldn't, they've seen that video, but I couldn't say my part on the video, like...
Same as me, mate.
Yeah, so like I was the same, I've only seen your video.
But now you've got the platform, so if you want to embrace it, just get into your charity work.
Yeah.
And then you'll realise how fulfilling being famous can be.
Yeah, I wouldn't class myself as famous, but...
Well, if people are coming up to you and asking you for a photo, you're famous.
Yeah, maybe.
You've got to be, ain't you?
Yeah.
Just let people know that you're a nice person, and that was 14 years ago.
Yeah. But to be fair, like, the preconceived idea I had of you was totally different to what I'm hearing about your charity and stuff like that. Like, I just thought you were like a drunken football hooligan fan thing. So
I just thought you were a man that ate a lot of fish and cake.
How did you feel like about like the people mocking you, like the negative comments and stuff?
It did upset me. There's some horrible people out there, really horrible people. First of all, I wasn't used to it. If you've got nothing better to do than sit on a keyboard and insult people, you're not worth writing about in the first place, are you? Really?
No.
Sam Kirsten?
Well, some of them are quite funny. Like they say, like, oh, like there'll be some comments saying like, I thought fish was brain food. Obviously not. There was other ones saying that my shirt's like an old caravan curtain. But people are like proper passionate about how they feel about me when they've watched a 10-second clip of me when I was 16 years old, and that kind of gets to me. But I just try not to read them because I just think, oh, there's no point. Yeah,
it's not worth it.
No.
What's the point of upsetting yourself?
Yeah, that's what I do now, and I understand that there's always going to be negative.
Yeah.
I'd like to say there's some positives, but there generally isn't on my videos. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you because of your viral fame? Tyson
Fury's press conference waiting. He put something on Instagram. I'm on a train like Wealdstone Raider for this boxing match. So anyway, I got a phone call. Do I fancy interrupting Tyson Fury's press conference and doing a weigh-in? Of course, petrified, but you got to do it. So I turned up at Manchester and just walked in the middle of Sky Sports TV and interrupted his press conference.
I love Tyson Fury now. Do you want to see my tattoo?
Yeah, go on, show me your tattoo.
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's very good. When I was in Maddy Youth a few years ago, 2 people, they'd got a tattoo of my face on their bum.
That is class.
I am serious. I am serious.
That's going to be my next one. I'm a legend arm sleeve.
Do not get my face on your bum, yes. I'll never speak to you again. Are you proud of what you've achieved?
Looking back then, I was a 16-year-old just working in a gym, in a council flat. I've just bought a detached 3-bedroom home on my own, and I've got a business. I've got 3 people working for me. From seeing what I've come from and what I did in bodybuilding as well, because I don't train now, but I used to take it quite serious. And as a junior bodybuilder, I won everything apart from the universe. I come 4th in, and that's just a different chapter in my life now. I'm on to my next chapter. From then to now, I am proud.
What's the best thing that has happened to you because of your fame?
Meeting you.
No,
seriously. No, that's gonna be my answer.
I've done your red now.
No, that's my answer. Meeting you. My friends are gonna love the fact I've met you today.
Thank you, Danny.
Will I be able to get a picture of you as well after it?
And you might have one with you. Is that allowed?
That's a deal.
And the last and final one. What advice would you give to someone who has just done virally famous?
Don't read the comments.
You're always going to get the negative people. As you said, don't worry about the comments. Embrace the positives. And if you feel like it, try and do as much as you possibly can for charity.
Well, it's good meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
It's been a pleasure.
Anyway, after this, you fancy a pint?
Yeah, seriously,
okay.
Yeah.
So what happened before you were diagnosed?
With me, it was a lot of losing time, a lot of not remembering where I'd been, what happened, and lots of who am I, what's going on, where am I?
And I've always had that lack of memory and not knowing what's happening